now we're on runway 36. Runway 36 at KTME, and basically with the brakes off, slowly advancing the throttle to full power. And what we'll do is make sure we have our flaps at the takeoff setting, and when the throttle is at full power, you release the brakes. As you release the brakes, you will start to roll down the runway. And here now we're looking for a speed of 130 knots. That will give us enough speed for us to rotate and lift off the ground. So at 130 knots, here we go. When it comes up, we'll rotate and we're up in the air. We got a positive rate of climb. We'll put up the gear by pulling up the gear knob of the gear lever, and the gear retracts. And when that happens now, I basically I'm on the upwind leg, just taking off. Make sure you reduce the power so that it's not too fast. This jet just takes off like a bat out of hell. Making a left turn westbound of KTME. We're going to be flying over Sport Flyers. That's 27XS. And as we level off on the westbound, you will see it will straighten out in. Right now we're headed westbound for the crosswind leg, and slowly coming up on our downwind leg. So we're going to turn left again. Right now we're just flying over Sport Flyers, as you can see below. And as soon as we do that, we'll turn left again, a 90-degree left angle to put us on the downwind leg. And at this point in time, you can start reducing power so that we're not going too fast. As we do that, we are going to make sure that we have the speed tape, watching the speed tape, just making sure that the flap level 15 the first level of flaps, the first notch, can only be engaged once the speed is within the limit, so that you don't break your flaps off. Okay, that's your TME on the left, KTME, as you can see it on the left. Looking back in the front, waiting for that speed to bleed off a little bit as we descend, because every time you go down, your speed picks up. And we're going down. This is now the speed is coming up, and the flaps can be reduced to the first level. We can reduce the flaps to the first level, and now we're coming down in speed, so that we can actually get ready for the next level of flaps, and also of course to lower the gear. Taking a good look at the left where the airport is, and then we're now getting ready to turn to your base leg. We're going to turn left again to the base leg in a minute. And as we're doing that, when the aircraft is abeam, the numbers, we're now going to make our left turn to the base leg. And here's your base leg, and you're coming down the base. Make sure you're still slowing down, because now you want to engage the next level of flaps. But before you do that, it's imperative to lower the gear, so that you don't get the landing gear warning that comes from the CJ4. So here we go. Establishing the base leg, and it's okay to just watch carefully. As you look to your left, you can see KTME right there. We're going to turn that to final, and as we're turning to final at this point in time, reduce the speed enough so we can gauge the full flaps. And as you're engaging full flaps, we're going to round out onto facing the final, and of course we lower our gear. We lowered our gear. Just light it up as best as you can as you see the runway approaching. We kind of undercut it. We turned a little early, but it's okay. We're kind of going at an angle, but it'll give us enough time to land on the threshold. So reducing the speed as necessary, keeping an eye on your landing speed by looking at the green dot. See, our airspeed is a bit low right now, so I just increased a little bit power. and it'll bring us back up to the speed that we need to be at, looking for the threshold. And at this point in time, managing the speed, so our green dot is right in the middle on the speed tape, so that we can do a good old gentle touchdown. We still got a lot of energy, so we need to raise the nose a little to reduce our speed and reduce our power, lower it a little bit, and then of course at the 1,000-foot marker you are ready to touch down, which as soon as you do, right there, you can now engage the spoilers, maintaining center line with the rudder pedals. And as we hurtle down towards the end of the runway, just keeping an eye on that. And at this point in time, we can reduce the spoilers, we can retract the spoilers and the flaps. We can clean up the airplane even as we roll down the active, because we're coming up onto the end of the north end of the runway. So here we're gonna, as we exit the runway, then we're good. We can announce it to the tower that we have exit, or we're clear of the active, as we turn left at the end of this runway to complete the full pattern. And of course this is the full stop landing. Yeah, so the thing to watch out with this jet is that it picks up speed and you just totally, I mean, it's very, very quick, so you gotta watch that. Don't let it go too fast, because remember, overspeeding is very easy on this one. So we exit on the north end of KTME runway, and now we can call in to tower that we are clear of the active runway as we go on the taxiway heading back to your terminal gate. Congratulations, there you go, a full pattern circle.